welcome back to yet another video. I'm so happy that you tuned in today and that you are watching. You are incredible. You are amazing. Continue on in life. Every single day is a battle, but we choose how to live it. And so today I'm going to be talking about a story in the Bible, and I'm going to get deep into Moses. And if you don't know who Moses is, well, in the Bible there's a chapter called Exodus. So if you want to know more about Moses, then you could go check out Exodus in the Bible. And if you don't have a physical Bible, you could get in the App Store, like you could download on the App Store. There's a free Bible app. But I wanted to share this story today because it goes along with my title. Am I enough? And the reason why I called it Am I Enough is because we're going to see the reasoning why. So basically, it all starts in chapter 4. So in chapter 4, we see in the beginning, God is giving Moses all these different signs, basically preparing him for what's to come. He was the person that God had chosen to be able to take out the Israelites from the slavery that they were captive in Egypt. So that was his plan. That's what God wanted for Moses to do. Moses was literally equipped. God gave him all the resources. He told him all the signs that he was to perform so the Israelites are able to know that there's a true and living God. But what happens is that in verse 10 on, Moses said to the Lord, he said, "Pardon your servant, Lord. I have never been eloquent, neither in the past nor since you have spoken to your servants. I am slow of speech and tongue." The Lord said to him, "Who gave human beings their mouth? Who makes them deaf or mute? Who gives them sight or makes them blind? Is it not I, the Lord? Now go, I will help you speak and will teach you what to say." And then verse 13 says, "But Moses said, 'Pardon your servant, Lord. Please send someone else.' Then the Lord's anger burned against Moses, and he said, 'What about your brother Aaron, the Levite? I know he can speak well. He is already on his way to meet you, and he will be glad to see you. You shall speak to him and put words in his mouth. I will help both of you speak and will teach you what to do. He will speak to the people for you and will be as if he were your mouth and as if you were God to him. But take the staff in your hand so that you can perform the signs with it." The first thing that he pointed out was the fact that his speech wasn't that good. And because of that, he detained himself from the plan that God had for him, in the moment. But was God going to let him? No. God was still going to bring that support, even if he doubted himself. And you think about that is that many times we're living in this life and we don't think we're capable to do a certain thing because we don't have a certain criteria to meet up to it. And we're like, no, I can't do that. And we tend to put like a label on ourselves that we can't do it because a specific thing that we have about ourselves, and we tend to put these different things in ourselves that it's just like we stop ourselves from what we're called to do because we don't feel enough. And many times the things that stop us are not only ourselves, but also people around us. Many times people have fed things into us that, hey, you shouldn't do that. Like, you're not good enough for that. Maybe you shouldn't try this. You're not worthy enough. Or they have fed these lies into you that you have fell into that. And you have felt that you are not capable to do those things that you are called to do. Or those goals that you have set for yourself. You don't think that you can reach them because you feel limited and you just have been captive to all these thoughts. And so what does the Lord say to him? Hey, who gave the human beings their tongue? He reminds them again, like, hey, I made your tongue. I was the one that created what comes out your mouth, and like he tells that to Moses, but Moses still doesn't get it through his head. And it sounds like us in moments when people say, hey, you can do it. We ourselves don't think we can do it. And no matter how many people tell us, hey, you got this, we ourselves don't think we do. And so Moses goes on and he says, no, pardon, send somebody else. And then after that, God did not give him a choice, like to choose if he wanted to do it or not. No, God said, hey, you're doing it, but I'm sending your brother to come and help you. because that was his calling. Moses was to lead the Israelites even when he didn't think he was capable, even when he didn't think he was enough to be able to do it, even when he fell short and was like, no, I don't think I will be able to reach that point. I don't think that I'm capable to lead these people. Have you ever found yourself in moments like that where you just haven't felt enough? Like, man, like, look at that person. I don't think I can ever reach their level. I don't think I could reach wherever they are. I don't think that if I start my business, I don't think I can go further. And like, we tend to put this thought bubble. We tend to put all these excuses and all these things in our minds, thinking that we're not capable, that we won't be able to. And like, the lies that get spoken to us all the time is like, no, you will never get rid of that pain. You will never get rid of that hurt. You will never get rid of those things that are stuck in you. And we get all these voices inside of us, and it's a daily battle. But how are you surpassing the battle? How are you surpassing that moment of just feeling not enough or feeling not capable? I want to tell you today, if you have been in that moment where you just don't feel capable, where you don't feel enough, like, I'm here to tell you that you are enough and that you are able if you put your heart to it. If you close out all the doubts, if you close out all those times that you said, I can't do this, I can't achieve this, I can't, like, it's been days and I still haven't seen anything. Change your vocabulary to I can't to I can. Because you can do things. You can achieve goals. You can be successful if you put your mind to it. But if you continue feeding on to yourself, I'm not enough, I'm not enough, I'm not enough, you're just going to bubble into just a dark hole. But if you're able to acknowledge your value, your value, not the social media value, not the likes or comments value, that does not give you value. It all goes into like knowing that you are enough. Not by the standards of the world and not by what everybody else say, but knowing that you are enough by what you say to yourself. When was the last time you told yourself, hey, you got this, come on, let's go? Because the craziest thing is that we're so good at telling people like, hey, I believe in you. But we're not so good at doing it for ourselves. And in moments where we're like motivating others, we don't motivate ourselves. So it's like when God calls you to do a certain thing, you are qualified. And yes, we go through moments of doubting, because I've been in moments of doubting. I've been in moments of thinking, hey, am I even qualified? Am I even enough? But this just comes to show me that if you have a calling and a promise is set on your life and God wants to do something in your life, He will do whatever it is to accomplish that thing through you. But we have to get out of our own mind, our own heads, our own thoughts that try to detain us and try to speak all these different things and all the things that we listen to, and start believing that we can and that we will be able to achieve. And why did I name this I Am Enough? Am I enough? The reason why I said that is, am I enough? Like, are you enough? Do you see yourself as enough? Do you see yourself going other places than never before? Like, do you see yourself achieving things that you didn't before? Like, nowadays, we get so caught up in what social media says. We get so caught up in what people say, what music says, and all these different things, that we tend to think that we won't make it. We think that we won't be able to like surpass things and be successful and go to other places. But like I said, it all starts with your mind. So what is it that you need to break today to be able to reach that goal, or to be able to reach those things that you've been wanting to do but just have stopped yourself from doing it? And that is a wrap for what I wanted to say today. And I hope that, you continue striving. I hope that you were able to receive something from this and just be able to take some time for yourself and, evaluate yourself, because we spend so much time doing other things, so much time like being on social media and getting drained and all these different things, instead of having that time with ourselves to really check on how we're doing, to really check on what we want for our lives. And that's why I love, that one verse in the Bible which is Jeremiah 29:11, and it says, I alone know the plans I have for you, plans to bring you prosperity and not disaster, plans to bring you about the future you hope for. When we are able to just put our plans, our goals into God and letting him give us strength and letting him guide us, all things fall into place. We can't do this on our own strength. We can't do this by our own knowledge, because many times our knowledge fails. But what can we do it by is by God's knowledge and what he says and what he guides us with, knowing that every single day we're able to achieve something new if we put our mind to it and if we actually believe in ourselves to be able to achieve whatever it is. And so that is a wrap for today. And if you have any prayer requests or you just want to talk to somebody to be able to just let something go inside, message me, comment down below. I'll reach out to you, whatever it is that you want. Shout out to my speaker. Whatever it is that you want, don't be afraid. I am here for you. I hope you have an amazing rest of your day. And yeah, bye guys.
Thoughts trying to kill my groove. That's when I hear a voice whisper through the noise that brings a bigger picture into view. Whenever the clouds come into my mind,